goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 8, read. Come. Blue draw, cleat grip.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
General West.
Here's second and 8. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Get it.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Yes. Go.
Check 55 to Mike.
Now.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set, ready, 30 base.
55, Mike.
Here we go.
Mike, 5.
To throw on third down. Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Yellow.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Tackles. Check 9, check 9. Check 4. Check 3.
Check 9.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
55 is Mike, 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, check Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Looking to throw. Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off play action. Herbert. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Hey, high 7.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 80 weapon.
Get the ball.
Deep rim.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here we go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm on.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one taken from the 7. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Exit. 55, 55. Go.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Riddick complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
I hope you brought your left because I got
On first down, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my thing.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Penny, a first down carry, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone.
Big as a play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm here all day. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 43. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Shit.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one.
Process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Alert 3. Right. Sunday. Kill. Easy. Check 24. Check your hot read.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow. 180. 15.
Pick your game up, Charlie. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on second and 10. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Penny. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch it. Ripple in. Motion.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown. And the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
60-yard. 6-3. 218, chop. Go.
To throw on second down. Herbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch safety creep.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Herbert trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops.